Hi children, welcome to grade 4 English, and this is our session 3 in chapter 3, The Fisherman and His Wife. In our previous session we have completed reading the first part of the story, and today we are going to complete the story. Are you all excited? Yeah. And before getting into our session, let's recap what we have seen in our earlier session. In your concept book, all of you take page number 40, children. Yes, the fisherman and his wife. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman and his wife, and they lived together in a filthy shack near the sea. And every day, the fisherman used to go for fishing, and he fished and fished every day. But one day, he didn't get anything for a very long time. So he was very sad and he stared into the clear water. Suddenly, his fishing line started shaking, and when he pulled it out, he had caught a very large flounder fish. And can you see this picture, children? Yeah, and in this, you can see the flounder fish the fisherman had caught. And after that, the flounder started speaking. Listen, fisherman, I beg you, please let me live. I am not an ordinary flounder fish, but an enchanted prince. And also, I would not taste good to you. Please put me back into the water and let me swim. Well, said the man, there is no need to say more. I can certainly let a fish swim away who knows how to talk. That is, I will not take you to home because you know how to talk, said the fisherman. With that, he put it back into the clear water. Then the fisherman went back home. The fisherman's wife asked him, Didn't you caught anything today? No, said the man. I caught a flounder, but he told that he was an enchanted prince, so I let him swim away. And after that, the woman asked him, Didn't you ask anything first? No, said the man. What should I ask with that fish? He asked. The woman felt very sad. It's very terrible living in this filthy shack, and it stinks. Stinks means it is smelling awful. So you should have asked for a little cottage for us with that fish. Now you go and ask the flounder to grant you this wish. The man did not want to go, but he did not want to oppose his wife. So he went back to the sea. He stood there and called her to the flounder fish. Then after some time, the flounder swam up and asked, What do you want? The fisherman told the entire conversation with his wife, and the flounder told, Go home. And she already has the cottage. Until this part of the story, we have seen in our earlier session, right, children? And now let's continue reading our remaining. In your concept book, page number 42. The man went home and was surprised to see his wife standing at the door of a cottage. She said to him excitedly, Look, what a lovely cottage. Now, isn't this much better? There was a small front yard, a bedroom, a kitchen, and a dining room. Everything was beautifully furnished and supplied with tin and brass utensils, just as it should be. Outside, there was a little yard with chickens and ducks and a garden with vegetables and fruits. Yes, said the man, this is quite enough. We can live here very well. We will think about that, said the woman. Then they ate something and went to bed. After the man went home, he was surprised to see his wife standing at the door of a cottage, and she was really excited. And she said to him, Look, what a lovely cottage it is. Now, isn't this much better for us to live? And there was a small front yard, a bedroom, a kitchen, a dining room, and everything was very beautifully furnished. Yes, and supplied with tin and brass utensils. That is the things that we need to cook and prepare something, right? And just as it should be, it was more than enough for them to live. And outside there was a very little yard with chickens, ducks, and a garden with vegetables and fruits. The man was very happy. This is quite enough for us to live here, he said. And for that, the women said, We will think about that. And after that, they ate something for dinner and they went back to sleep. And 2 weeks passed. And the women thought of something and said again, "Listen, husband, this cottage is too small. The yard and the garden are too little. The flounder could have given us a larger house than this. I would like to live in a large stone palace. Go back to the flounder and tell him to give us a palace." The man went to the sea with a heavy heart and told the flounder about his wife's wish. "Go home, she is already standing in front of the door of a stone palace," said the flounder. When we arrived back home, standing there was a stone palace. His wife was standing on the stairway about to enter. Talking him that she said in excitement, "Come inside." The wife had everything that anyone could possibly want, but the women's greed kept increasing. Okay, and after 2 weeks, the women thought of something, that the cottage is too small and the yard and the garden, they are also too little. So he asked his husband to go back to the flounder and ask him for a larger house than this. That is, she always wanted to live in a large stone palace. So he said to his husband, "Go back to the flounder and tell him to give us a palace." The man didn't want to go to the fish, but with a heavy heart, he told the flounder about his wife's wish. "Go home, she is already standing in front of the door of a stone palace," said the flounder. And when he arrived back home, there was a very large stone palace, and his wife was standing on the stairway to that palace. And she was really excited and she told his husband, "Come inside." The wife had everything that could possibly want, but the women's greed kept on increasing day by day. The next morning, she told her husband, until this part of the story, I hope you all are clear, children, right? Yeah. And the wife's greediness keep on increasing day by day. Yes, initially she wanted a cottage, but after some weeks, she was not happy with that. She didn't feel that it's enough for her. Okay, she wanted for a large stone palace, and after that she got that palace too. Okay, and it was a very large stone palace, but now her greediness, it's keep on increasing. And now let's see what happened after this, right? Yeah. And the fisherman's wife told him about her next wish. What is that? Now she wanted to be the king. The fisherman asked her why she could have such a strange wish. "Well," said the woman, "even if you don't want to be the king, I want to be king." In this way, the fisherman's wife had new demands every day, and the fisherman had to go back to the flounder to fulfill all her wishes, no matter how strange they were. After becoming the king, she wanted to become the emperor, and then one day she told the fisherman, "I want to become God." Yes, and the fisherman's wife keep on telling him about her next wish. Now she wanted to be the king, right? The fisherman asked her why she would have such a very strange wish. Yes, it's very strange, right? And "Well," said the woman, "even if you don't want to be the king, you please be quiet. I want to be the king. So you should go back to the flounder and ask for it." In this way, the fisherman's wife had new demands each and every day. And the fisherman had to go back to the flounder to fulfill all her wishes, no matter how strange they were. Right? Like this, she keep on telling him to go back to the flounder for many wishes, and they were very strange. After becoming the king, she wanted to become the emperor. That is, she wanted to rule the empire itself. And then one day she told the fisherman, "I want to become God." The man, who was still not fully awake, that he was sleeping. Okay, he was not fully awake. So he was so startled that he fell out of the bed. He got very shocked and he fell out of the bed. He thought that he had misunderstood her. So he started rubbing his eyes. He asked, "Wife, what did you say?" "Husband," she replied, "I cannot stand it when I see the sun and moon rising, and I cannot cause them to do so. I will not have a single hour of peace until I myself can cause them to rise." And the wife replied, "I cannot stand it. I cannot able to face that I see the sun and the moon rising, but I cannot able to cause them to rise, right? So I will not have a single hour of peace until I myself can cause them to rise." The fisherman went back to the flounder fearing for his wife. Actually, he didn't wanted to go to the flounder, but he, fearing for his wife, went back to the flounder. He told the flounder about his worry that his wife has made the weirdest wish ever. Yes, it is very weirdest, right? To become God. Yes, the flounder was amazed and said, "Go home. She is sitting in her filthy shack again." The flounder, it was shocked and it said, "You go home. She is sitting in her filthy shack again." The flounder kept her sitting in her filthy shack again. Yes, the after hearing this strangest wish, the flounder got really shocked and amazed, and after that it made her to sit in her filthy shack again. Yes, are you all clear about this story, children? Can you see this picture? And in this picture you can see the fisherman's wife. She is sitting in her filthy shack again. Yeah, and let's summarize the story. And after she get that cottage, what happened? She wanted for more, that is to the stone palace, and after that she wanted to be king, and after that she wanted to become the emperor, and finally she wanted to become God. And the flounder fish got amazed and shocked when heard this, and it made her to sit in her filthy shack again. And out of her greediness and for wanting more and more, she lost everything, and at last what happened? She was sitting in her filthy shack, right? And what is the moral of this story, children? We should not be greedy. We should be happy with what we have. And we should not ask for more and more. If you keep on asking for more and more, and if you keep on wishing for more and more, what will happen? We will lose everything what we already have with us. Clear? Clear about the story, children? Yeah. And I hope you all clear with the story and its moral, right? You read the story once or twice, then you will be clear about all the words in that, and you will be clear about the story itself. Right, children? Yeah. And let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. In concept book page number 44, practice zone 1. A question. Where did the fisherman and his wife live? Where the fisherman and his wife live? B question. What fish did the fisherman catch one day? What is the name of that fish? And C question. What did he do with the fish that he caught and why? What did he do with the fish that he caught that day and why? And D question. What did the fisherman's wife say when she heard about his catch? After hearing about the fisherman's catch, what did the fisherman's wife say? Yes. And E question. What was the fisherman's wife's first wish? What was her first wish and why did she wish for that? Why she wished for that? That also you should write. And next one is in your workbook page number 28, children. First question, what I really liked in the story. And second question, what I learned from the story. And third question, draw your favorite character or scene from the story. You have to draw your favorite character or scene from the story. Yes, are you all clear about the home assignment for today's session, children? Yeah. And after completing your class activity and home assignment, you have to post it on grade 4 English Google Classroom. Children, drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, Don't use mobile phone and television often. You have to give adequate rest to your eyes. Clear? And most of all, stay home and stay safe, children. And thank you so much.